Welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Mary Lee. It's good to have you with us. Coming up in today's show, Tzu Chi volunteers in Malaysia are tending to 16 families without roofs over their heads. And while other Malaysia Tzu Chi volunteers are taking the time to walk into one mother-daughter care recipient home and heart. Finally, Tzu Chis gather at the global seminar where they catch up with each other in Taiwan. Welcome to the first Tzu Chi This Week of 2013. It's only a few days into the new year. However, an unfortunate fire happened in Dong Gong Gong village in Sabah, Malaysia, where 8 houses were burned to the ground, leaving 16 families homeless. Tzu Chi volunteers immediately surveyed the disaster site and carried out an emergency relief distribution, addressing the victims' needs for the time being.
In this moment, the lyrics to the song We Are One Family holds great significance for the 16 families who have just lost their homes. All of a sudden, I heard my family shout that there was a fire. There was nothing I could do. I only had enough time to grab my ID and wake the children from their nap. Only God knows how I felt in that moment. What Moriarty describes reflects most of the 5 victims' sense of helplessness. Tzu Chi volunteers from Kota Kinabalu later conducted immediate emergency relief distributions. Tzu Chi is the first to come and help us. We're truly thankful that there are people who are willing to reach out to the unfortunate.
The emergency cash can help you out somewhat, but you must pull yourselves together and be strong.
My heart feels more settled with your strength, supporting me and giving me the courage to carry on. Apart from consoling the victims' hearts, volunteers also promote the spirit of the bamboo coin bank era, and many residents decided to adopt a bamboo coin bank after the distribution. Still being able to give despite their loss, this is a lesson for all to learn.
Moving to China, as Tzu Chi volunteers continue to carry out their winter aid distribution in Xiamen, Fujian province, they also visited one care recipient, Song Renshen, who despite having his leg amputated, still manages to make a living and feed his family. Here's more.
Here at Song Renshen's home, Song is busy making crafts for $30 a month. Though one of his legs has been amputated, he continues to work hard for his apoplectic wife and mother. According to the doctor's diagnosis, Song's wife is actually capable of walking, but for psychological reasons she refuses to try. Under the motivation of the volunteers, Song's wife finally steps forward. At the distribution site, Tzu Chi also hands out relief items to help the elderly get through the cold. In Xiamen's Xiang'an district, most of the seniors come to pick up the relief items alone, so the volunteers drive them and their supplies home.
Hold on tight, don't fall down, be careful.
As for the winter distribution in Guangdong province, young scholarship recipients accompany each senior resident. Seeing their faces full of smiles, we are happy as well. We don't feel tired at all, but feel it's a meaningful event. We hope to take part in more events like this. As the young recipients learn the importance of giving back, they try their best to deliver warmth and love to other people in need.
The civil war in Syria continues despite celebrations or holidays, and currently 250,000 refugees have fled to the neighboring country of Jordan. Seeing the misfortune of the refugees, Tzu Chi volunteers carried out a 3-day aid distribution in Ramtha. The volunteers prepared 4,000 aid packs, which included tea, noodles, milk powder, canned foods, and soap. On the first day of the distribution, over 900 families came forward to pick up their timely assistance.
At 8 a.m., Tzu Chi volunteers traveled to Ramtha, a city 81 kilometers away from Jordan's capital, Amman, to conduct the relief distribution. refugees still look frightened and worried, like this young man. He said his wife is expecting a child and his wound, the result of a sniper shot when he crossed the border, has not healed. He still worries about their future.
I haven't worked for 2 months. I don't have any money. My arm still hurts. I can't do any labor. If I continue to not be able to find a job here, I'd rather go back to Syria.
Another young person facing an uncertain future is this desperate mother who lost contact with her family in the war. This bag of aid supplies is her only hope.
I've been here for 4 months, but I still don't have anything. My child suffers from diabetes. He can't eat anything sweet. The milk powder is a great help.
Witnessing those suffering, the couple Zheng Shunji and Wu Jialai traveled from Ireland to help these people in need.
Seeing these suffering refugees, I really feel for them. Master Zheng Yan says she wants everyone to have a full stomach. That's why we are here to help out.
I'm really thankful for living in a better environment, as the Master taught us to appreciate the blessings when we see those who are less fortunate than us.
The director of Taiwan's commercial office in Jordan, Zhang Yunping, also leads the staff to help out at the relief distribution.
We are very thankful for Tzu Chi, which showcases Taiwan's love and kindness. We are very proud to have Tzu Chi representing Taiwan.
Despite the difficult conditions in the Middle East, Tzu Chi volunteers from Jordan, Taiwan, UK, Ireland, and China still managed to carry out a relief distribution to help the Syrian refugees through these difficult times.
Moving to Vietnam, since 2008, Tzu Chi volunteers have been giving financial assistance to families in Ho Chi Minh's 9th district. Now, the number of aid recipients have increased from 23 to 73 households. As the volunteers go door to door, delivering financial assistance, they also bring love and hope to each family they visit. This care recipient's house is nothing more than a corrugated piece of metal for a roof, palm leaves for walls, and a single board for a floor.
They take their showers here, as well as clean their clothes and whatever else. Last time we were here, the water was up to here.
Since 2008, Tzu Chi volunteers in Vietnam have been doing their best to assist the poor and sick of Ho Chi Minh's District 9.
Every month we receive your subsidies, which is a huge help for our family. With that money, we're able to pay for our children's tuition fees. If not for that money, the children probably would not be able to continue to go to school. The salary that my husband brings home mostly goes to pay for my medical expenses, so that the tuition fee and daily life expenses, we simply don't have the money to pay them.
Seeing the volunteers, a child greets them with a song. Some even prepared gifts for the children of other care recipient families.
I would like to help other children. When I was young, I didn't get a lot of love from my parents, so I would like to care for other children, so that these poor children won't be like I was.
In addition to financial assistance, the volunteers also help out at each household, thus making the visit not just about material aid, but also about creating a connection that will be remembered for years. Heading to Malaysia, Tzu Chi volunteers are currently taking care of a family in which both the mother and daughter are severely mentally disabled. At first, everyone had trouble communicating with the mother, but later, finding out that she loves ice cream, volunteers slowly found a way into her heart. Now, the mother does simple recycling at home as a way to give back.
Dancing in joy is how Sun Shou-mei acknowledges the arrival of the volunteers. Both she and her daughter suffer from severe mental disability. 69-year-old Guo Tiancheng suffers from high blood pressure and diabetes and finds it almost impossible to feed his family of 3 and pay for medication with the salary he gets from working odd jobs. In 2011, this family was taken under Tzu Chi's wings, which has helped reduce the economic burdens carried by Guo. However, getting the family to open up was not easy in the beginning.
The mother has a very low comprehension ability and her daughter is unable to speak. The mother doesn't interact with us often, so it is only the father that will speak to us.
During their bi-monthly visits, Tzu Chi volunteers tried their best to get the mother and daughter to open up. It was only when the volunteers brought her ice cream one day that they realized they had found a way to communicate.
We saw that she really liked ice cream, so we used this ice cream as a bridge to slowly become a part of her life.
Thanks to her favorite treat, Sun Xiumei slowly opened up to the volunteers and would even speak to them about her life. Volunteers responded by discussing the benefits of recycling, after which Sun suddenly began collecting bottles and newspaper at home.
We just mentioned it in passing. We didn't think that she would actually act on her words and start collecting plastic bottles. Next, we taught her how to collect newspapers. So now when we come to visit, she will bring out a stack of papers for us from her bedroom where she keeps them.
Thanks to the patience and ingenuity of the Tzu Chi volunteers, Sun Xiumei has not only found new friends, but a new way to express herself in life.
Also in Malaysia, Tzu Chi volunteer Zhuang Zhenhua from Butterworth was once a Tzu Chi Care recipient. In 2008, Zhuang's wife suffered from kidney disease and required dialysis, yet the couple could not afford the medical fees. Thankfully, Tzu Chi provided them with subsidies. As the financial condition of Zhuang's family improved, he voluntarily stopped taking funds and decided to devote himself to recycling and helping people in greater need.
If there is any Tzu Chi event, as long as I have time, I'll be there because I want to help other people.
At the monthly recycling day in Butterworth, Malaysia, Zhuang Zhenhua spares no effort in transporting or sorting recyclables.
When I told him to pick up the recyclables at a new recycling station, he remembered to do so at that station in the following months. He is a very conscientious person.
In 2008, Zhuang's wife suffered from kidney disease. However, Zhuang's income as a truck driver was insufficient to cover the cost of dialysis. Thankfully, Tzu Chi was there to help.
When Tzu Chi first gave me subsidies, my wife wondered how long Tzu Chi's assistance would last. In the end, Tzu Chi funded us every month for 2 or 3 years. I told my wife, Tzu Chi has really helped us a lot. They also visited us each month. I'm so thankful.
With the volunteers' encouragement, Zhuang has also learned how to give back.
I'll ask him to coordinate different events with me. Through these events, he will gain more wisdom in his life.
When Zhuang's daughter started working in 2011, Zhuang stopped taking Tzu Chi's funds, offering them to others in greater need. Now he is learning to reciprocate and has become a Tzu Chi volunteer to better care for other recipients.
In Taiwan, Zhong Hengni is a foreign spouse from Indonesia who married a Taiwanese husband. Initially, her family relied solely on the income of her husband's car repair job. But upon learning of their situation, Tzu Chi volunteers found domestic jobs for Zhong to take on. Although Tzu Chi volunteers wanted the family to apply for subsidies, however, Zhong's family declined, wanting to rely on their own means. Despite their hardship, Zhong's family have become Tzu Chi members and donates $500 NT every month.
Kneeling on the grass trimming the lawn is Zhong Hengni at one of her day jobs. She does domestic work at various homes, and her hard-working attitude has received much praise from her employers.
She is very hardworking. Even though the homeowner has returned to Taipei, she still insists to do her job. Her pure heart sets a good example for all to follow.
Despite their financial difficulties, the family has not given in to hardship. Under the guidance of Hengni, their daughter has achieved excellent academic results and has been awarded many trophies and certificates for her performance. Her mom doesn't want to receive help from Tzu Chi, as she wants to use the family's own means to raise her children. Declining Tzu Chi's assistance, Heng Ni's family even turned from receiver to giver by becoming Tzu Chi members and donating $500 NT every month to help the disadvantaged. She has become a Tzu Chi member, and I often ask her if it's too much for her, and she tells me it's okay and that she wants to become a Tzu Chi volunteer as well. Working 4 jobs, whenever Heng Ni has time, she will take her daughters and neighbors to pick up litter at the beach. Undefeated by financial difficulties, her positive thinking and optimism is an example for all.
January 1st was the anniversary of the establishment of Da'ai TV. 15 years ago, when Master Zhen Yan wanted to establish a media station, many were against the idea, not only because of the high cost required to run a TV station, but also because they didn't think it was possible to run one without commercials. Today, Da'ai TV is up and running smoothly, and over the years has brought a profound and positive influences to its viewers around the globe.
These public service advertisements featuring the beauty of nature as well as the recordings of traditional industries and culture is symbolic of Da'ai TV's gratitude to Tzu Chi's recycling volunteers for their efforts and dedication over the years.
The real-life stories made into dramas on Da'ai TV are all about walking on the right path. They can help influence the whole of society to walk the right path.
This is for the benefits of ourselves and our future generations.
We are supporting Da'ai TV with the money we've collected from sorting recyclables because it has no advertisements. Da'ai TV encourages all to do good deeds. Only in that way will our society be in harmony.
Taking the Master's teachings to heart, recycling volunteers are using their hands, which are normally used to give applause, to safeguard the planet, and in turn supporting Da'ai TV in spreading truth, goodness and beauty. However, establishing and managing a TV station is no easy task.
In
fact, at that time, there were many difficulties because many experts were against the idea of setting up a TV station. They tried to convince the Master not to do so. But we are really happy that this dream not only came true, but that it has had a profound influence on society.
大爱是要做什么用的？这样的媒体要传播什么样的形象？不管它的收视率高或是低，我们呢，只要守好自己的本分，把清流啊，真正的传播出去，健康的媒体呀，来净化人心。
Over the past 15 years, from broadcasting on channel UTV to having its own station and channel, Tzu Chi has proved to the world that with determination and perseverance, a quality TV network is possible without the need for commercials.
2012 was the 20th anniversary of Tzu Chi Collegiate Youth Association. At the Global Tzu Chi Day, nearly 1,000 youth volunteers from around the globe returned to Taiwan to take part in the training seminar. Overseas Tzu Chis from some 7 countries even put on a section of the sign language performance of vow and action to demonstrate their determination in spreading Tzu Chi's seeds of love back home.
70 Tzu Chis from 7 different countries are coming together to put on a section of the sign language performance of vow in action. These youth volunteers have had months of practice in their own countries, and with only 3 rehearsing sessions in Taiwan, are able to demonstrate unity and Tzu Chi's humanitarian spirit.
传承下去的心。
I must pass on Tzu Chi's missions just like Uncle Pan, and I know I will never regret walking the Tzu Chi path, and I will take on responsibilities when I need to. The story of Thailand's first Tzu Chi is evident of Tzu Chi's cycle of love.
Before, I was very fortunate to receive help from Tzu Chi. I'm very grateful to the Master for giving me the opportunity to spend my life giving to those in need.
The Tzu Chi was a resident of a Da'ai village in northern Thailand, and when life became better, he wanted to pass the love forward. The day of the closing ceremony is also his birthday. Thus, the volunteer vows to call on more students like him to join Tzu Chi.
家庭背景怎么样？感恩心永远不能没有。那既然有这样的机会读书，更需要呢人生的轨道不能有差错，空间啊，不管遍布在哪里，我们有一个正确的轨道。这个轨道呢，那就是正知正见。
Nearly 1,000 Tzu Chis from 14 countries around the globe all vow to call on more bodhisattvas to come together and make a difference.
In the United States, the Pasadena Rose Parade on January 1st is something that residents look forward to every year. One particular float that is making a difference is the Donate Life Foundation float, which serves as a memorial of past donors while encouraging more people to donate their organs to save lives. A Tzu Chi Academy student from New Jersey, Jia Yishu's organs were donated when doctors announced him to be brain dead. Although his parents were heartbroken, they know that it was the best path for Jia. And this year, they arrived in California to commemorate their son's life. In preparation for Pasadena's Rose Parade in California, volunteers gathered to help decorate the floats days ahead of time. Jia Yishu's family members are present as well. They put Jia's name on a rose and helped decorate the Donate Life float as a way to remember their son.
In the past 5 years, I never regretted our decision to donate my son's organs. This way, my son lives on. Actually, he would feel the same way. He would have liked to help others in society.
This is the least we can do to help society become a better place. It's worth it.
On the Donate Life Rose Parade float, there will be 72 pictures of donors on top, and on the float there will be 32 family members and donors present.
Everyone helps to decorate the floats to spread the message of love to more people. At the end of the show, we head over to Malaysia, where Lin Junfa's family spend quality time together by watching Da'ai programming. In watching Da'ai dramas, the family has given up eating meat and has also found the stories relating to their own situation. The entire family has found watching Da'ai TV to be beneficial and continues to spend time together watching the programs. Thank you for watching. See you next week.